we're finding it very hard. I work part-time and my husband's a teacher. Our petrol, instead of paying £50 every 2 weeks, it's now £50 every week. Our key meter is £50 a week. Then we have our council tax is over £200. Our rent has just been put up. And like just those basics. I'm standing here now in my indoor coat, because we have indoors and outdoor coats now, so that we feel the benefit when we go out, because we were wearing the same coat. But it was so cold, we never felt the benefit, so we had to have new coats for indoors so we could keep everyone warm. And it's just me and my little baby, she's 2, at home at the moment. And, like, even the things that we used to buy just for her to get past the day, so just easy food so that she could... We can't afford, like, what I'd say picky food anymore.
Well, like
so
little boxes of raisins,
sausages.
little bits of raisins and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
they're just so much more expensive. And if she wastes any of them, it's so much. Even when it comes to tea time and stuff, and me and my husband don't really get a plate of food anymore. What we do is we fill we've got 2 other kids that are at school. We fill their plates up, and when they come back in the kitchen, we'll have what's not left, and then just maybe add some extra pasta or something with it. And like if they scrape, which they've always been taught to do, tidy up, put it in the sink, it's devastating, because you're just like, oh my God, there's a bit of meat in there, we could have eaten that.
Oh, Sally.
And it's just getting worse, and we can't really see a way out of it. We've cut down on anything that we've had. We've been together 10 years. We've never ever had a holiday or anything like that. Never gone away. Never had just nothing. And I just don't know what to do really, and how we can cut back on the electric. Yeah. We've tried everything, but we have electric heating. Elodie got a chest infection because it was so cold, so we have to put the heating on for half an hour at bedtime, just so it takes all the nip out the air upstairs. But then it's literally on a timer, and like 30 minutes goes past, I run upstairs and turn that off so that we don't go over that timer, because it will just clog. Drying the clothes, that's really hard, so we have to have a tumble dryer. But like I say, limited. Sometimes we'll work out what everyone's wearing for the week,
sure,
and then we stick to that. And if it gets messy and stuff, I'm up all night, like hairdryer sometimes, or just like trying to dry it up high. But because the air's cold, because we've got no heating on, it's an absolute nightmare, and I don't know where it ends.
Nor do I. I can't pretend that I do. And I don't know if this is an appropriate thing to say, but presumably when your husband goes to work, he's teaching children who are in much worse situations than you and your children.
Absolutely. We know we're one of the lucky ones.
Oh, come on.
We've got homes. We've got nothing else to worry about. There's children there that like haven't had a good breakfast and are hungry, so they've been putting like fruit plates out and stuff like that. And we're lucky because they know that we're struggling a little bit. At the end of the week, if all the fruit isn't used, they send it home to us.
Gosh.
So, like...
And a lot of people listening, people like me, I'm not going to pretend, will reel most at the word teacher, I think, in your story, more than the examples of how much you're struggling. It's the idea that this, because it's, to use the language of socioeconomics, it's a middle class profession. The idea that this is happening to you.
He came into it late and he retrained.
Yeah.
And basically he was in a government job,
right,
and he wasn't getting what he needed from it.
Sure.
So he took a pay cut.
To be a teacher,
But he took a massive pay cut because he's still an NQT, so they get paid even less.
Okay. So there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry to patronise you, but, as his qualifications improve, so does his salary, so does his wage.
Granted, but everything else goes up as well.
Yeah, well, that is the story. That is the story of this crisis, this cost of living crisis.
And the thing is that what angers me sometimes is I hear that, the lowest paid, you're going to get help,
Yeah.
We're just over that
threshold
help barrier.
Right. So you get nothing.
We're not going to get any help. No amount of...
And no child benefit for number 3 either.
Yeah.
That was David Cameron's genius.
But we knew that when we had her. And
no, I know you did.
That was our decision, but we were in
a better financial...
We could afford everything then, and I walk round the supermarket with my phone on, calculating everything, and we get the basics, and then we get, like, the floor cleaner and the wash, and then we see what's left, and there's never any money left anymore. And in fact, it's we've got nothing, and we need to start taking things out. And that's how it is now, where before we'd walk around, we'd do our little total, and we'll think, oh, we've got £20 here. Shall we have, like, get some crisps and that for the kids at the weekend, and maybe a thing of popcorn that we can make and stuff like that? Nah, that's all gone. And the kids are noticing it as well, because my little boy wants to take guitar lessons and stuff, and we're having to say no. And like, he doesn't understand.
Of course he doesn't.
That, like, oh, but you know, we went shopping yesterday. Yeah, I know, but, like, that's extra, and we can't do extra. And it's just horrible having to say no all the time now. Instead of it just being like no once or twice, it's no all the time.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't really know how it ends.
No, nor do I. But as you say, and as the last caller said, the more we talk about it, then hopefully the more momentum can build up to establish that change. Sally, thank you.